the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast for our predictions, reviews, and all the happenings of Survivor Series 2019. I am the devilishly handsome outlaw himself, the most electrifying man in sports entertainment podcasting, Phil KOE, joined by my indomitable broadcast partners,
the always controversial, non-kid-friendly Tony fucking G.
And the returning
Charles the Hammer Martel, and your new...
Walk before you run.
That's why I brought the cane to help with that.
I mean, he's already got a gimmick, Tony. We got to admire. So, as I'm known to say, all that being said, let's get right into the predictions. Tony, what's first up on the docket here for Survivor Series?
All right, so we got, I'm just going to start at the bottom and work our way up. Adam Cole versus Pete Dunne.
Pete Dunne, bruiserweight all the way. I hate the Brits, but I like him in this one.
It's going to be Cole. They are keeping Cole so protected. He is the next, well, I would say Seth Rollins, but that's out. He's the next, hopefully successful version of Roman Reigns.
Cole.
So,
then we got
Cole. I'll toast to that.
Indeed.
So 2 for Cole, 1 for Dunne.
Fiend Bray Wyatt versus Daniel Bryan, Universal title.
Who you got?
I got Fiend.
Fiend. If it ain't the Fiend, like, don't get me wrong, Daniel Bryan getting the gold back would be kind of fun to watch, but not here.
No.
Not here, not now, not with the Fiend.
Time.
Yeah, he hasn't even fully formed his new character. Daniel Bryan, I mean, he's kind of in this strange transition from character to character, and he should finish that.
Well, plus the Fiend needs, credibility after that debacle of Hell in a Cell.
He's not losing for a long time.
Yeah. He made up for that at Crown Jewel's Desert House Show.
On that note, we've got Styles, Raw champ, Nakamura, IC champ, and Roderick Strong, North American champ.
Isn't it U.S. champ versus Styles?
What?
U.S. champ, not Raw champ, right?
He's a Raw guy.
Oh, there we go. Oh, I got Roderick Strong.
Okay.
Dark horse. He's a dark horse, but
I can admire your dedication to NXT, sir. See?
I got Styles. Can't go against Styles.
He is 2018 Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast Wrestler of the Year, but I think he's going to lose to the man who had 2018 Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast Match of the Year, Shinsuke Nakamura. It's hard to say that AJ doesn't owe Shinsuke a favor.
All right, 3 separate picks on that one. Now we have the Team Raw, Rollins, McIntyre, Orton, Ricochet.
Go Orton.
This is all probably wrong. It's Wikipedia, folks. Sorry.
Yeah.
Team SmackDown. Team SmackDown, Roman Reigns, Mustafa Ali, Braun Strowman, King Corbin, Shorty G versus Team NXT to be announced. So who you guys got?
Team NXT, Ciampa, Keith Lee, Dominic Dijakovic, and then to be announced.
Okay.
So
all right.
That right there.
Tommaso Ciampa, which
Keith Lee, not bad. Dijakovic. Not seeing him enough, but
they gotta promote some new guys. Out there.
I'm guessing the mystery is Double Team Dream, and that is why I'm going to NXT because Ciampa,
Velveteen
Ciampa.
As much as I like Ciampa, man, it's still a hard pick, but I appreciate it. Phil, who you got?
You gotta remember, now that we're in Survivor Series, we are stepping out of Triple H's emergent circus. And we are now into the world of fuckery known as Vince McMahon Sports Entertainment. The Raw brand is taking it regardless of any deserved victory from anybody. Vince, Raw brand, WWE, gonna walk away with it.
So
Vince is gonna bury the whole thing?
Let's hope not.
Have you been watching the product?
To make this interesting, this is going to be another 3-way split because I'm picking Team SmackDown because Roman Reigns is on Team SmackDown. Moving along.
Good point.
But they have my team has red shirts that say Raw.
Moving
something
along.
That's been Vince's baby made way longer.
Yeah, but not his current love. Team Raw, Charlotte Flair, Natalya, Asuka, Kairi Sane, Sarah Logan versus Team SmackDown, Sasha Banks, Carmella, Dana Brooke, Lacey Evans, Nikki Cross versus NXT, Rhea Ripley, Candice LeRae, Bianca Belair, Io Shirai, and Toni Storm. That is a mouthful.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Indeed. Who you guys got?
I think because this isn't going to be a very good night for NXT, I think this is one of the bones that they're going to throw to NXT, and they're going to let the NXT Women's Division take it.
I think it's going to be NXT because, well, who cares about most women on the other two teams? I'm sorry, but it's true. They're not that good, but they got Rhea Ripley, Toni Storm, Candice LeRae, and then what's her name on NXT. So,
They got Charlotte Flair on Team Raw. But, who did she ever beat?
Right. Moving along, I have got
Charlotte Flair.
You both have NXT?
Mm-hmm.
I've actually got Team Raw on this one. Charlotte Flair is, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Moving right along, the tag team, triple threat, Viking Raiders, New Day, Undisputed Era. Who you guys got?
Undisputed Era.
Bill?
I admire your dedication to NXT, sir, but unfortunately, T-shirt sales are going to take the W on this. It's a new day! Yes, it is!
Okay.
If it is, I will do that after it's done. Say it's a new day, and I'll even do a little bit of the hippie.
This is an easy pick. I made it this morning. We can verify with timestamps, but it's the hot hand, Viking Raiders.
The
We've got
War
three different
Raider
picks.
Viking experience machine.
3 different picks again. I like it. Becky Lynch, Shayna Baszler, Bayley. Who you guys got?
I got Becky Lynch winning.
Okay.
Bayley eating the pin.
Okay. Who you got?
I got Baszler. I think Baszler's going to take it. I think this helps further the feud between Baszler and Lynch because they still want to keep that 4 horsewomen thing going.
Yeah,
so,
makes sense. And Bayley's not winning. I think we can all agree on that.
No, Bayley's not winning.
She's eating the pin. So
yeah, I was about to
I'd rather
say.
pick the man over the forehead.
I've got Baszler because it makes sense. Yeah, Bayley eats the pin. Or the tap out.
Now, Hammer.
And actually, let me preface this with this could be potentially, maybe,
Referee stoppage?
Ronda Rousey, where you get the 4 horsewomen set up versus the 4 horsewomen. Maybe, I'm hoping, probably not, maybe at the Rumble, but I'd love to see it here.
Now, I'd love to see it, Tony, but let me ask you. I'm pretty sure this is the first time WWE has ever teased the 4 horsewomen angle, have they?
It's about time to pull the trigger.
They've been teasing that for a couple of years now.
So we move on to the last one we have here, Rey Mysterio, Brock Lesnar, world title. Who you guys got?
Go ahead, gentlemen.
Lesnar. Easy. Lesnar.
I am really afraid Cain Velasquez is going to come down and spoil this whole thing, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be Lesnar, only because Lesnar has, in the last few years, engaged in backstage politicking that would make Hulk Hogan blush with envy and modesty.
All right.
So I think Brock, even though, yes, if Ray were to take it, it'd be a hell of a story. It would be. It'd be a great angle. Brock's got a weird way of making sure he doesn't job come the day of the event.
Except
Hammer?
he does job.
Hammer?
Yeah, you guys are right. Brock Lesnar is going to lose, in my opinion.
Oh,
There's going to be some chicanery. There's going to be some fuckery. Maybe a steel pipe or a son getting involved or something. But
no.
Ray is going to win somehow and then get his ass destroyed by Lesnar right after the fact.
I really wanted to pick Ray, and then I thought better of it.
Hey,
So,
it's my underdog pick for the night.
fair enough. All right,
Hey,
guys.
man.
So, those are our predictions. I was trying to watch pre-show on the way here. It didn't work great, but I do have the results. Only one of our predictions happened on the pre-show. Let me get through that quickly. Cruiserweight Championship, Lio Rush defeated Kalisto and Akira Tozawa to retain. Ziggler, Rude win the Tag Team Battle Royal, which I'm sure was
Oh, that's the Battle Royal? I just saw Battle Royal, so I wasn't sure it was tag team.
Whoa.
I'm sure it was memorable as hell.
I'm sure, you know.
And the one that I can't believe this was so easy for me to already score my first victory, the Viking Raiders, because of course they did. Defeat Undisputed Era and New Day.
Who ate the pin?
That is why I am
Who ate
wearing
the
my
pin?
red shades for this
Oh,
introduction.
very, very appropriate. But
So,
who ate the pin?
I missed it, but Viking Raiders
okay,
did
so
win. I assume New Day probably did. We can go back and check. So we can't rate any of these matches yet, but that was our predictions, and we're ready to jump right in. I have the timestamps. We are ready to jump right in. The first matchup will be the Women's Survivor Series. We will be right back with that.
And the winners of this match, Hammer,
Called it. NXT women.
Yes, Team NXT. Ripley really showed why she's someone to center the division around.
Indeed.
She sells her ass off.
Yes.
All the NXT women looked really good. The only bad points I could say of the match, Sarah Logan and Carmella seemed to half step off.
Dana Brooke.
Which time?
Yeah, yes.
Dana Brooke.
Yeah.
Another bad step was the two of them got hurt off the
There was
whatever
that whole
happened
thing.
From the deadly.
The match started, the flow was nice, and then two of the NXT supposedly were medically eliminated, and then it took another several minutes to get the match going again. So the whole dead spot.
blocky and slow after
It
that.
was. I don't know. It started off hot. It took a while to get its footing again, and then it kind of got there, and then it wasn't bad finish. How do you guys rate it?
We're doing ratings too.
Yeah, start on a 1 to 5 star scale. No Dave Meltzer over 5 star scales.
Unless it's worthy. And even then.
Which the ones he did work.
Exactly.
Anywho,
How you got it, Hammer?
I'll give it 2.5. I would maybe go up to 3, but they spent too much time on the injured NXTers.
There you have it.
I mean, if they take them, snuck them out, kind of how they usually do, and then they ran back, way better.
The dead spot and the way Asuka left.
I like that. I won't lie.
I don't know. She eliminated herself. I thought that was stupid. So.
I'm a sucker for the green mist.
That's
Always
fine.
have been from since Great Muta.
That's fine.
I loved it when Tajiri did it. I love anybody who's done the green mist.
That didn't eliminate her.
I
She did it and then just left on her own volition. That's stupid.
She
That's stupid. 2.5.
disqualified herself.
Some,
2.5.
Some of the men's ones where that's happened. Oh, we have a thing. I'm going.
You guys are both right. It was almost a 3-star match, and then that point where it died in the middle, where the thing that always gets me is it's a wrestling match. They're supposed to be injured every single second they're out there.
Yeah.
Why is this suddenly so different from the evening's presentation?
Depends what the fucking script calls for, right?
I guess.
So, on to the next, folks.
Whoever wrote this, that's the best.
On to the next. Cheers. We are tied now.
And the winner of this match, the big shocker here, Roderick Strong. And Hammer, you have now taken the lead.
I have.
Survivor Series.
I have. One step closer to hey, Goldie.
Yeah, well, it was a long shot. Not as long as Phil's, but it was a long shot. And
So I didn't see it coming.
kudos indeed to Roderick Strong. They booked him strong in this finish, so
Oh, I see what you did there. That was punny.
very funny. So what do you guys think? What do you think of the match?
Man, other than that, actually a really good match just in terms of wrestling. I am conflicted between 3 and 3.5.
Okay. So
I'm gonna let
3.25?
you two. I'm gonna let. It's got to be a better match than that. I'm gonna let you two gentlemen state your cases, and I'll see where I land.
Since this is the first one I got right,
Go ahead.
so may I go
Go
last, actually?
Okay. I'm gonna make J Mark. I'm not gonna make any apologies here. I thought all three guys flowed well together. I thought, you got how many years of experience? They're all vets. It looked great. There were no bad spots. There were no botches that you could really see, and I thought it was awesome. Loved the match. 3.75.
Ooh.
No apologies.
Ooh. None needed. I'll actually go last year.
Well, I was going to hear what your analysis was to see if I'm going to end up at 3 or 3.5. So I'm going to let you go, sir, and that's all I got to say.
You're not going to like this then. 4. Action was solid.
Man.
It was fluid.
Yes.
No botches.
Nope.
Didn't really slow down. If anything, the entrances were the slowest part of the whole thing. Yep. And it just picked up speed after that, going through all the gears. Great near falls, great false finishes, amazing move sets. I mean, this was, you both know my worst match in my opinion, so I'm not even going to mention, but this was everything that was not.
Okay.
This is best match possibly I've seen all year for WWE.
All right.
Ooh.
So 4 stars.
Well, I'll give you that. All that being said, it does move my. I'm gonna have to give it 3.5.
Mm.
I move it from 3 to 3.5. Means
I thought I might skew your rating there, so that's why I did. But
Oh, it was definitely better than 3, I thought. So that's fair.
I almost wanted to go 4.5, but
that's a little much.
that would have been biased. Just
There's
because
more to
my guy
come.
won. That would have been strictly my guy.
We've all done that once or twice.
Yeah,
I will say though, and I'm going to get to this more later tonight. I thought, Tony, boy, I'd really like for WWE to break out of this cookie-cutter championship mode that they're in.
Right.
That's what I thought I wanted until I got it.
Yeah.
The new Intercontinental Championship is
better looking than the previous one.
it's a let's just say it's a cause of disagreement here at Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast Tower. At least like 10 stories higher than Titan Tower.
A lot bigger. We have our own helicopter pad on top.
And the fountain in the lobby, you wouldn't believe it. But all that being said, no, I don't like the Intercontinental Championship at all.
That's fine. That's
I
fine.
think, God forbid, we honor and respect some of the nostalgia in wrestling. Like, that was what made the Intercontinental Championship interesting, is that it looked like the classic design, which all of us grew up seeing. And so, I just think, first of all, the WWE, just the cookie cutter thing that they have is atrocious. Just with the giant
belts,
logo.
or
Yeah,
with booking.
That too.
yes.
Okay.
But all that being said, at least NXT's new belts are looking nice.
Indeed.
So,
Indeed.
All right.
we will move on. Catch you later, folks.
Baby!
The winner of this match and still NXT champion, Adam Cole. Hammer, you look like you have a few thoughts on this.
Your streak was so good. What happened?
The Night's Young.
Hey, even the Undertaker lost. So.
Twice.
Almost in a row.
Pete
Dunne! Bruiserweight. I never have said this about you before, but you goddamn Brit. If I ever see you, I'm tossing your tea in a harbor. Should have learned my lesson from George Washington and never bet on the British. Feel like Benedict Arnold. That being said, it cost me my good lead for that title. Shut up. I'll join you later in that. Great match. The near fall finishes, guys. Am I wrong?
Oh, that was
a
great match. Basic psychology.
You know what? You said no breaking the Meltzer scale. I really want to.
Please don't.
Come
I'm not
on.
going to. Other than that ending where my guy lost.
The fact that he still wants to rate it that high and his guy lost should tell you something.
Yeah, that was an
fantastic
amazing
match.
Best NXT offering I've seen in a while. So, well, other than, that giant, Emerald Fuse and he took off the cage. Neither here nor there. But, what do you give it?
Take a little bit of stuff that would cover over his face.
No,
other way.
You want to...
Yeah, just do it. I'm going to give it...
Baby!
4.5.
Wow.
4.5 stars.
And his guy lost. That's
impressive.
Yeah. All right.
Though I would have
That's a high
gone 4,
rating.
even with the last match when my guy won, as happy as that was for me,
All right.
I would have still given that 4, even if he had lost.
Phil?
So,
boy, that 4.5. I cannot be that generous. It was at least as good, if not better, than the previous AJ Nakamura Strong match.
Okay.
So I am really torn between 3.5 and 4 stars.
Wow. All right.
And gentlemen, I believe this match is so good, that this is going to be the first time in Revolutionary Wrestling podcast history that I'm going to break my half and whole scales. And I'm giving this match 3.75 stars.
All right. Fair enough. I don't have a lot.
I may have broken the internet, the Twitter sphere, Twitter has exploded.
Okay.
The Twitter sphere. Okay. All the people across Twitter. I know you're a Luddite. It's the.
Okay, that's just me.
The internet.
I just hate technology. And
the internets.
Okay, so I don't have a whole lot to add here except for the fact that was a fantastic match. Look how much they did with a smaller amount of time.
Yeah.
Take note, AEW. And
definitely.
I think it was 3.75. And I'm going to give it that because it could have gone another gear. It didn't need to. It could have.
That's true.
And then I would have rated it higher. But we are into the next.
One last thing, gentlemen. Good job.
Yep. But, well, so you're giving that one 4.5. I think at the end of the year, we're going to have us rewatch this match and AJ Styles, Seth Rollins, and see when we get there. But that,
at least picking Pete Dunne, by the way, wasn't as bad as picking Nakamura.
Exactly.
On
to the next.
We'll see how it goes. And the winner of this match, and still Universal Champion, The Fiend.
Oh.
What cannot be said? This was a great match. Daniel Bryan always pulls out sleeper great matches. The Fiend, another amazing fiendish performance.
That was funny.
I try. Yeah, I'll be here all week. And remember, always tip your waitress.
Server. Apparently waitress is not nice.
Oh, yeah, this is our year of our Lord 2000 and current year. So, all that being said.
Oh, what the fuck?
The Fiend. First, the mandible claw on top of the turnbuckle. I liked the Daniel Bryan kick counter into the mandible claw. I thought that was actually
that was great.
The presentation. Now,
what?
There was a little while you were almost rooting for Daniel Bryan. You're almost wanting to see him win.
Yes.
The yes movement came back for the first time.
Nope. Because
that's why it works.
No, I wanted Daniel Bryan to win just so you guys didn't get another point. Which, yes, I know I wouldn't get a point either, and we'd still be tied. But after the last match,
just didn't want us to be right. Now I will say, well, first, before we get into the star ratings, I just wanted to address something. The new Universal Championship.
Here we go.
Oh, God. Here we go again.
I wanted to stop.
Why do we have yet another cookie-cutter, unimaginative, uninspired, especially with The Fiend, you had an opportunity to do something really interesting with the Universal Championship. Yes! You had a chance to do something really interesting, and instead you go with, you had originally the Fiery Nacho Universal Championship, and now you have the Doritos Cool Ranch Universal Championship.
I don't know if you can say that trademark song.
Well, yeah, I'm not endorsed, but they're fine.
Hey, they are. He's the one who did that. So
all me! Wash me in your judgment. So, all that being said, not a fan of the new Universal Championship. They had a chance to do something new, and they've gone with the same tired format. We are in the era, starting at like 2014 to the present, of bad, ugly, unimaginable belts.
Okay, fair. You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all.
Can't beat the spinner belt from John Cena.
Shut the fuck up.
Almost all of them did. Anyways.
Even edges. That being said, I like it. I like it. You know why? You know why I like the blue one? Because you knew that you weren't going to get a new design.
Yeah.
You knew you were going to get a blue version instead of a red one. We knew what we were going to get. We got exactly what we expected. And guess what? It looks better than the red one. So guess what? It's still an upgrade.
Okay, yes on the red. It did look better, sir.
The only time I liked the red, honestly, was when Kevin Owens had it. I don't know why. It just looked better on him than everybody else that carried it around.
I also liked it when Finn Balor, Seth Rollins,
Finn had it for one day!
Brock Lesnar, and Goldberg.
It looked like shit on Goldberg.
Which is strange that Finn only got it for one day because Brock went hell of a lot longer than defending that damn title.
Brock's had it 3 times. Finn got injured.
Yes, but
we're getting distracted.
Yes,
we're getting distracted.
We're getting distracted. Back in. Focus. All right.
And we're here, guys.
Bring it back.
What star rating do you give The Fiend versus Daniel Bryan, a.k.a. Bryan Danielson, a.k.a.
The
Captain
American
Flame?
Dragon.
Okay.
Actually, 2.5.
2.5.
The ending, the ending where he just, I passed out, and now my shoulder
You
down.
gave the last one 4.5.
Yeah.
You give this 2.5.
Hey, you know the good thing about my star ratings and your star ratings and his? They can be wherever.
That's true. That's true.
The difference is that mine are right, though. That's
Yeah, exactly.
I want to go about 3.25, but the ending just fudge it. It's fine 3. We'll make you guys happy 3.
Tony, what do you?
No, if you want 2.5, stick with 2.5.
No, I got the blue glasses on because I'm a sucker for blue.
All right, so I love this match.
It's Fiend.
The lighting good. The shit was good.
I think this
Ending
was
is just where. No.
honestly, I think this was 10 times better than the Fiend's last pay-per-view outing.
In the desert or the Hell in a Cell?
Oh, Hell in a Cell was fucking
Yes.
trash.
No, I just want
That
to.
was absolute garbage,
Yes,
trash,
yes.
horrible, agenting, whatever.
No, that's why I was asking.
Crown Jewel,
You're talking about.
great when he won it. This was better.
Okay, so you are talking about Crown.
Wasn't
Crown
as good
Jewel
as
previous.
SummerSlam, though. Nothing was.
No,
as good as
SummerSlam, the debut was amazing.
Yes.
There's nothing that will match that, but this was better.
Okay.
This was better. The match was agented better. The little bit of back and forth was better. It didn't go nearly as long as Rollins Fiend.
That camera shots.
The camera shots
Yes.
were freaking incredible.
Daniel
He
Bryan.
got more out of the mask tonight than I think he ever has.
Daniel Bryan didn't bury his finisher.
Exactly.
It only is
That
the
mask
once.
paid off as protection for
Exactly.
those.
I mean those Miz derivative Miz kicks.
Give it a rating. Give it a rating.
3.5.
Damn it, that's what I had written down. 3.5.
3.5 stars.
Yep.
Got to give you that. It was a very good
I liked it.
presentation of the Fiend. Daniel Bryan got his stuff in and didn't look weak while still putting the
Yes.
Fiend over.
He still comes out looking strong in
He does.
defeat. And I
Except
like
for
the
that
finish. You didn't like it. I like the finish
I
because
liked it. I liked it
It's-
catching him midair.
it
No, I like
keeps Fiend looking dominant regardless how he wins.
No, yeah, I like how he caught him. I like how he went in the claw. What I hated about it was, oh crap, I got one shoulder down and I'm just passing out 1, 2, 3. What? That's
It's
not
a pin. It's a pin.
That every other time you see someone pass out, it's 1,
It used to
2.
be.
Okay, you're
I
out.
still like
the
If
three-arm
they've gone
raises.
that route. If
They
they've
don't
gone
do
that
it
route-
enough. They don't do it anymore. They
If
do
they got-
one time and it's over.
Well, if they either way, if they've done that instead of the I'm passed out now, I can't like. That's
I can
I had to drop
see
it.
that.
I
can see
get that as being a problem. Like, let me tell you, whoever's agenting the Fiend's matches, they seem to just almost get there and then just shit the bed right at the end.
like Hillary Clinton run for the presidency.
Yes! Give us those hate clicks. Wash us in your judgment and hatred, Internet. All right. Like, share, subscribe.
All right.
Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast, by the way. And we
Okay.
trench forward to the rest of the card. And the winner of this match, Team SmackDown. And the man who's moved up ahead, Tony G, is now 1 point ahead. It's
No,
going
no,
to be
no. Tony fucking G.
Oh,
Yes.
here's your
No,
fucking
Tony,
fucking.
fuck you, G. That's really closer. Seth was robbed. Seth was robbed.
Phil with the least likely pick coming in third,
Like Shinsuke.
as expected.
And you know what?
Hammer, close second.
Fuck you, whoever wrote this. Whoever booked this.
Oh, no,
agent-
no, 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 no. No, no, no.
No,
Yes, yes,
Before
yes, yes.
anybody else says anything next,
Champ.
I would like
Champs.
verification right here, right now,
Do I have to?
start to finish. Phil, how much of that match did I call play-by-play before it happened on screen?
Let
Percentage-wise.
me take a bite of brown spirits to take the bite out of what I'm about to say. Every single high spot, Tony called kick out at 2. He's going to counter here. Roman's going to hit the spear. Randy with the RKO.
This guy's
Ricochet
out.
with a flippy
This
move.
guy's out.
He's going
This
to miss
guy's
his
out.
big thing.
Okay.
Tony,
No, sorry.
Tony has been watching WWE programming since he was 5.
That explains the Roman Reigns.
So, yes. So, yeah, he knows if there's somebody that Vince McMahon is high on, they're going to get it. But
Why can't he get high on something else?
like
Tony
like
G
the
takes
Fiend.
a 1-point
something.
advantage
Not
with
someone.
this brilliantly agented and booked Survivor Series match. There was one single mistake.
Keith
during
Lee
this.
losing?
No.
Oh.
Keith Lee winning would have been amazing.
Would have
But
been
no.
better.
The
Establish
giant
future.
mistake
Keith Lee.
of this match,
His mistake.
the giant mistake of this match was putting Walter in the match and having him get eliminated like that. The crowd hated it. Nobody liked it. That was dumb. Never should have happened.
May I, real quick, about this Walter thing?
Go
I was
ahead.
not here. But Walter, I've been wanting to say this to you for a long time. You stole my entrance music. And from what they told me right now, you don't deserve to have Dvorak's Allegro con Fuoco from his Ninth Symphony. You, that was my music.
Hold him back. Hold him back.
Hold
him back.
You know what?
It's not worth it.
Hold him back.
I'm stealing
It's
it
getting
right now.
shifty. It's
We're
getting
stealing
shifty.
now.
Walter, we're letting you off easy this time. We're holding you
Hold him back.
Okay.
Hold him back.
get
Okay,
your-
okay.
Tony, like,
Okay.
Hold him back. Hold him back.
I got a tournament.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
You see, if I don't hold him back, he looks foolish. So, anyways.
Calm down. It's okay. It's okay.
So,
I love that song. He knows this.
All right. All right. It's
All right.
fair.
You don't
Okay,
deserve
that's-
it. I'm done.
Okay.
okay. Back to the match, gentlemen.
Since it was second closest in this call, I'll give Hammer the first to rate it.
I came in at Braun Strowman taking his first running lap, which was more like a fast walk around the ring. From what I saw from then on, not bad. I would have to rate it about a 3.25 stars. From what they said, and they filled me in on what happened I missed. The Walter thing, I really, really want to hit it hard for that. I want to hit it harder for
That's
Keith
fair.
Lee losing the way he did. That's
a little bit biased.
No, that basic tombstone powerbomb they did. I mean, come on, a man of that size slamming. I don't give a if it's Roman Reigns slamming him down
Big
like
boy.
that. That should have been a 3. A few other places as well. Not the point. I'm sticking with what I said.
3.25.
3.25. Not hating.
It
on
would be
much.
totally fair to even take off the quarter for the Walter thing.
Me, boy, you guys are not.
Fine. I'm gonna take 3.
Going 3?
3. Thank
Wow.
you for saying that.
Okay, no, that's fair. That's fair.
We're gonna have some differences here.
All right.
Survivor Series matches are always booked well. They're the one match that they seem to be able to get right in WWE.
Usually, but yes.
In my opinion, this is one of the better Survivor Series matches I've seen.
Yes.
God, there was the one where they had the Shield pseudo reunion. That one was 5-star.
With Dean on one side, the other, yes.
Yes, that one was 5-star.
Yeah.
This
a great
one here, I am giving. You're really not going to.
I know. You just gave Roman
And
Reigns
since
back
I've
5
already
stars.
broken my quarters rule, 4 1/4 rule, 4 1/4 star,
4 1/4 ruler star.
because
Man,
I've broken the rule.
Exactly.
There we
that's
go.
coming from the guy that came in third on this match. That's how good this match
4
was.
1/4, and in terms, it's one of the better Survivor Series matches they put on this decade.
From what I've seen, I'd agree.
I cannot stress enough how much I enjoyed this match. I thought it was
That was much
Perfect.
Like stress to hate.
other than the Walter part. That was dumb. If you're going to get him out like that, I'm glad they did it at the beginning. He shouldn't have come in late, had this out. I'm glad they got it over with.
Did he
Ripped that
start?
Band-Aid off.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, he started the Boom RKO or whatever.
No, it was Braun and McIntyre, correct?
Yeah, Drew McIntyre hit
Oh,
the
okay.
Claymore kick.
It was bad.
Oh, okay.
That was
Bad.
bad. He shouldn't even have been in the match. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
That hurts my rating. I may have
gone.
gone as high as
You
you went.
have to understand, though, with these matches, this is a great way to introduce the general WWE universe to these new
Yes.
NXT
And
faces.
now
And
the guy
everybody
with the
gets
best
over.
music looks like one of the biggest bitches.
Everybody
I'm sorry,
gets
Rick. I'm sorry.
everybody gets over in this
Did he
match.
really? I think
one
Sarah
way or
Logan may
another.
have gotten
Don't
more.
worry, though. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
yes, sorry, that was me.
All right, all
I
right.
apologize. I
But don't worry, man.
apologize.
I'm sure someday, very soon, Walter will accept your challenge.
All right. All that.
Yes, all that being
All that-
said,
all that
steal
being
his
said.
line. Sorry.
That
I loved this match. I thought it was a beautiful car crash. I thought it was agented beautifully. The script was mwah. Loved all of it. I thought Ricochet and Shorty G kind of stole the show as far as little segments went.
Shorty G and Matt Riddle.
And oh yes, that too.
That was a.
There were
wow.
so many fantastic
So,
quick
I could
little
have
pairs.
watched just
So I
that
should watch.
40 minutes.
I should watch the first half.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
we're getting off topic.
topic,
We need
yes.
to move on. My rating, even though I won the match, I'm going 4.
And I just want to point out, my rating is based solely on where I came in on.
Fair.
I'm
Yeah,
not
and the
hating on
Walter.
it because of
I'll
the
be honest.
Walter thing and the other thing that I didn't like either.
I could watch a solid
The ending.
40 minutes of just Shorty G and Matt Riddle just doing their thing. I mean,
Shorty
it was,
G, Matt
it was
Riddle, and
sweet,
Ricochet would
beautiful
be
music.
I appreciated Shorty
Triple
G
threat.
back when he had a first and last name. Wasn't a fan of Matt Riddle when he first
As
came out.
dumb as the Shorty G booking and the Shorty Gable and the Chet, that transition has been,
Yes.
he has come into his own in the last few months. Kudos to him for making
It-
chicken salad out of chicken
Yeah, that's
shit.
kind of what it seemed like. You know what? You're sticking me with this bullshit stuff. I'm
making
going to
it
just
work.
have fun with it. Screw off. Like New Day almost. when they
Short
first came
guy
out.
with a low center of gravity, more power to you.
And Matt Riddle, dude, bro.
All right, that was a great match. On to the next.
And the winner of this match and still WWE champion
No, not that.
and still Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast champion, the 4-time Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast champion, the one, the only, Tony G.
fucking G.
Hammer,
Really hate that, but congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
Hammer, you were real close. You were real close, man. Keith Lee, he was.
Yep, much like everyone else in the last 5 years in the wrestling business or anything having to do with it, I got fucked by Roman
I gotta
Reigns.
say, he came out with the NXT heavy picks.
Mhm.
It benefited him,
Roderick Strong was my dark horse, too.
and that helped a lot.
Yeah.
Yet somehow, some way, in the end, this all fell into place for yours truly, Tony fucking G.
And here's fucking why I lost. Can't deny that. Won't deny that, gentlemen. You won. I didn't know this fucking Ray Brock match was for the championship. I thought it was just a fuck you, I'm going to kick your ass match.
Gentlemen, take it away. I feel I've said all I need to, but go ahead first.
Great match. Dominic can take a hell of a German suplex.
He can.
Well, I hope so. He's like 21.
Yeah, well, it takes some training. So apparently his old man taught him a thing or two. Does a hell of a frog splash and 6'9".
Yeah,
The
that was
6'9"
not
needs some
good.
work.
Other than a dual move,
Be
though.
honest, that hurt the star rating.
Yep.
But it's
Other
not a
than
dual
that,
move.
what also
Doesn't
hurt
have
the
to be.
star rating for me, despite the fact that I'm pretty sure this is a Survivor Series homage, Ray Doink Mysterio the Clown?
Wait, you mean Mysterio the red-nosed luchador?
Yes.
As soon as Ray,
Luchador had a very ready nose.
Hey!
And he
when-
got his ass kicked by Brock, and
it's
I
still
lost the belt.
November, and yeah, that was as soon as Ray came out looking like Doink, you can't win the belt looking like a freaking clown
And you're-
unless you're the Fiend.
And you sure as hell can't win the belt looking like the offspring of Doink the Clown and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Not tonight.
No,
With a little bit of a midget Doink thrown in.
Tony was pointing out during this match, Brock has really underappreciated psychology.
Enjoying that,
And-
enjoying that cigar over there?
I am.
Okay.
And it really showed in this match.
The
Brock-
stepping on the lead pipes
Yes.
multiple times to hinder the no DQ stipulation, useless. The interference rendered useless with the double kick out with Dominic and Ray on top.
Yeah, I knew I was screwed then.
Heyman on the other. Oh, it was all beautiful. Go ahead. Go
Heyman.
ahead. Go ahead.
Beautiful promo.
Sorry,
Yes.
I keep interrupting you.
That man could make trigonometry interesting for me. And I've never even taken it. And I would understand it. But.
Oh.
I will say, it's kind of a theme I've noticed with Brock matches. With as many low blows as he takes, you would think he might want to invest in a bit more heavy-duty cup. I think with the shows he's been doing in Saudi Arabia, he might be able to, cover the cost.
Phil, you might want to get Churro the Destroyer on camera. He's really
come here, little guy.
He's trying to get up here.
Come here, little guy.
He's a huge Lesnar mark.
Oh, he is.
And he
was crushed.
Pound it.
No, he doesn't work out.
No.
He was so crushed that Randy Orton didn't make it.
Yep.
Say hello to the KO.
Huge Orton mark.
Yes, say hello.
Yeah, he's looking away because he's ashamed so much of it.
It wasn't a long one. How do you rate it?
I'm not going to give it bias because it cost me the fucking title. Even though I want to, more so than the Walter thing that I did not see but I was told about. I will give this 3.75. I mean, not the run out I expected. I expected Kane.
Kane?
Wow.
Now, granted,
I expected Kane, not Dominic. Even though he's Doink the Clownish, he put up more of a fight than Doink the Clown should have. Maybe I'm just being generous in defeat. I don't know. You know what? Average out there 2 stars. Okay. That's my guess. I lost. Damn it.
He's lost, so he went from 3.25 to 2.
No, I said 3.75.
3.75.
I lost.
Hang on. Wait,
So he's at 3.75, Tony. What are you at?
Yeah,
what did you end with?
Whatever the hell averages out between your guys' picks. I'm just that lost right now. I'm just so
Okay,
shattered.
Phil.
Sorry.
It was a very good, serviceable 3 to 3.5 star. I'm going to give it 3.5 stars because it's Lesnar and his psychology is amazing. I'm giving it 3.5 stars. F5. Lesnar wins, LOL.
Most protected finish in the business.
I retained my title with this match. I called this match correctly. I loved this match.
Everything in this match correctly.
I'm not going to rate this nearly as high as you guys. Brock Lesnar has had, historically, in the last 4 or 5 years, amazing Survivor Series matches. This probably the lowest.
Wasn't
on
Goldberg.
My scale, I'm going to say, honestly, sorry, 2.5.
All right, 3 stars then. I'll settle with that. And wasn't Goldberg Lesnar Survivor Series?
I believe so.
So you're saying this was actually maybe worse than
that was amazing. It was quick, it was to the point, and it shocked the world.
Okay.
This didn't shock anybody.
It sure shouldn't.
I love the match.
Fucking
I love this match,
came out.
but this match could have been on Raw, and nobody would have batted an eye. That's why I rate it 2.5.
Disagree, 3.5, but
averaging to 3 because, I wasn't thinking straight earlier.
There we have it. We have 1 to go.
All that being said, on to the main event.
Your final score for the evening. Raw, 1. SmackDown, 2. NXT, 4.
Yep. NXT, big night for them. Our final scores here on the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast, far more important.
We're going to do that. Okay.
Indeed.
I know. The hammer came out hard and heavy. If it was like a UFC match, it's like he dropped us both in the first round.
Indeed.
Second round even. And part of the third.
Then we came back in the championship rounds. He came with 3 points. Your King of Extreme and High Emperor of the KOE Nation came out with 5 points. And unfortunately, KOE Nation, I regret to inform you that Tony G has 6 points. 6 whole points. Hammer, I'm going to let you.
Paul Poundstone, I now know how you feel. And when you lose at the end of it, wait, don't tell me. I get that now. I always root for you, but I understand how you lost. Also, quick compliments, sir, and not about winning but the glasses thing, I picked up on the color thing. Nice. I gotta give you that one.
It's all about subtleties, folks.
It's subtleties are subtleties, and
all about the subtleties. And you know what? It was not subtle in the end. The old Becky right here, she came out on top at the very end of the closing moments of the show, but behind Phil here, the yellow brand, far supreme. Easily, and kudos to them, kudos to Triple H. Great booking of NXT.
This one, sorry. We knew she was going to eat the
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that, like,
Bailey,
I'm sorry you had to eat the pin tonight. For all the horsewomen, you will end up eating the pin. When the eventual 8 horsewomen tag match happens, you will, of course, eat the pin.
Even though it should be Charlotte or Sasha.
No, it's going to be Bailey that eats that pin.
Oh, yeah.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
But all that being said, let's get back to the match at hand here, folks. Baszler with a biggest win of her career, undeniably.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, close. I'd say no.
Over the horsewomen.
Just hear me out. Being the first woman to win the NXT Women's title twice. That's a history-making moment. This is just a big win, albeit a big win. But I'd say the 2-time title win is a bigger moment. That's my opinion. Mr. Champ.
Winning the NXT title twice, great. Big moment. But in this match alone, she beat Becky 2 belts.
Technically, she only
Royal Rumble winner, Becky 2 belts. And she also beat former NXT Women's Champion, former and current SmackDown Women's Champion, former NXT Women's Champion, former Raw Women's Champion, former Money in the Bank winner, Bayley.
Former Women's Tag Team Champion.
Former Women's Tag Team Champion, Bayley. Easily the biggest match of her career. Biggest eyeball set of her career.
Yeah, this
Survivor Series.
She is now on par in terms of household name as any other people that she was in the match.
This got her over more than any takeover event possibly could have ever done.
I was taking history making into the.
This is more history.
You guys are right.
Well, thank you, sir.
Not you. He's the champion. I'm not going to be that generous in defeat. It's understandable. I understand. I'll be generous in defeat, but.
So, gentlemen, what do you rate in star ratings the main event of Survivor Series? And then we'll get to our final thoughts.
You guys go first because I've apparently been boshing it a little bit.
I enjoyed the match. For a main event, I wanted one more gear. I'm being a little bit selfish here. Thought it was a great match, but I wanted another gear. 3.
I have to agree with you. And on that, I'm going to bottoms up on this 3-star match.
That's
the ladies put in one hell of an effort.
Yeah.
Baszler got herself over. Bayley, what cannot be said? She's just perfect for the role that she needs to
Indeed.
be. Becky
came out looking like $1 million.
Yeah, so 3-star match as far as I'm concerned. Hammer.
I guess the word I used earlier was wrong. Generous is what I've overbeen with the star rating. But I actually have to meet you guys right there with 3. I mean, it didn't make no difference to me at this point in time who won, who lost, who stood tall at the end. Becky 2 belts. And yes, that's my horrible attempt at an accent. But
I felt like I was in Ireland there for a second.
More so than Boston guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
My Jameson did taste better when you were speaking.
Yes.
Like that.
Now,
I'm glad I could help a little bit.
Now that there's something I do want to say. Tony, you had a take a few months ago, a take video, check it out in the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast vast library. And you talked about the fact that there might be a few too many belts in WWE. And evidence of that is that seemed to be your entry ticket to be allowed to compete in a match at Survivor Series. Every match, I believe, had a champion.
Not
Why
only
do you think
that,
I wanted to win?
not
And
just
next time in the
that,
match.
but some of the champions had to settle for pre-show.
Yes,
Oh, real quick.
like the New Day.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. There's something I saw during this last match I wanted to read, and it's very cool to see NXT put over in such a big way this weekend. Lots of talented people were given big opportunities, and they all knocked it out of the park. Ryan Satin, you're wrong. Keith Lee should have won. Pete Dunne should have been the champion. If you really wanted to, if your tweet were to be accurate, one of those two things would have had to happen. Not both. One or the other. Handshake, fist bump at the end from Roman Reigns. Yes, it did its part for him eating the pin. That was cool. But you're wrong in that assumption.
Still sore on that one, Hammer?
No, I just don't agree with it. I just thought it was convenient as heck to bring up. So,
Okay.
no copyright infringement intended.
Now you know my pain from Greatest Royal Rumble.
No, not really.
Oh, that being said, gentlemen, final thoughts for the pay-per-view.
Great pay-per-view.
Yeah,
I mean,
amazing.
biasness aside, all that little petty stuff from earlier, I say great pay-per-view. It was phenomenal. I mean,
I'm going to be completely honest and say this is hands down the best WWE pay-per-view of the year. And so far, top to bottom, start to finish, probably the best one I've watched this year.
Kept us compelled the whole way. Extreme Rules was pretty good, but this one is also up there. So, this is a 5
finishes. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, even with the champion predicting everything, it still was literally jumping out of our seats. More so one
there were
person.
A lot of great moments.
Now, I was about to say, not quite fair and more very subjective, but in your opinions, a 1 to 5 star scale, what would you give Survivor Series 2019 as a whole? Champion, gonna give you the first.
Ooh.
4. I'm gonna go a little more. 4.5.
Wow.
4.5 stars.
You're both
almost a perfect pay-per-view.
You're both gonna hate me. And no, I'm not gonna break your Meltzer scale rating. Not yet. One day I hope to. 4.75.
4.75. That close to the perfect pay-per-view.
And I think we all know what would have got it a 5 rating in my opinion.
Not the Walter part.
Not the Walter part for sure.
Probably something to do
Looking
with
at
Keith.
you.
Probably something to do with Keith Lee too.
Probably
crazy.
due to the fact that this is still over here.
Maybe.
Actually, no. That is not involved in the. It's those little things that if one or two of them had been different, I would have given it a 5. Whether or not I was holding that.
All right.
But
So
hey, WWE Creative, because we know you're watching. We know that the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast is your show prep. Thank you for putting on an amazing. This is about as close to the perfect pay-per-view that we're going to get this year.
Oh, yes.
And it's making me
unless
absolutely
TLC knocks it out of the park.
really excited for the WrestleMania
I'm
season.
not too excited.
The TLC commercial was horrible.
No.
But the pay-per-view is going to be great. And then after TLC is over, we are into the most wonderful time of the year. Yeah, Christmas. WrestleMania season.
The road.
You know, Ray should come out next month with TLC dressed the way he did. Would have been more
That would have
festive.
been better.
So,
Make a whole
folks,
song about it.
Would have been better.
all that being said, join us for TLC and all of the crazy happenings in the world of wrestling. I am your king of extreme, Bill KOE, signing off, handing it off to my indomitable broadcast partners, Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast. Like, share, subscribe.
Charles the Hammer Martel saying, have a good night. Book better next time. Congratulations, champ.
Your champion,
Oh.
the always controversial, Tony fucking G. Like, share, subscribe. Thanks for joining us. We will see you at TLC.